Excuse me. All right, so Rand Paul endorsed Mitt Romney the other day, and he did it on Hannity. And Hannity had his usual stupid fucking smirk on his face, and he had his pen in his hand, I'm sure. And I decided to take a few days and kind of let it ruminate. No matter what I did, though, it hasn't really changed anything. I mean, it's not like I really calmed down. I mean, it pissed me off in multiple ways because I always thought, the only way that he would get a Rand or even a Ron Paul endorsement was if Mitt Romney would somehow come our way on some issues. But apparently, all it took was nothing. Maybe some sort of Mitt Romney speak on the Fed, which basically that means Rand Paul sold his soul for a fucking audit the Fed bill. That's what it sounds like. Which shows just how much principle not only Rand Paul has, but it also shows how steadfast Mitt Romney is in his defense of the Federal Reserve, which just goes to show you that the guy is just a soulless, meaningless politician. Remember, for years he's been talking about how, no, I believe we need an independent Fed. And of course, to get the Paul's vote, fuck it. Throw him under the bridge. We don't give a shit. Throw him under the car, run him over, run him down. So that's the kind of guy Mitt Romney is. Fuck Mitt Romney. I'm never going to vote for that fucker. But the main reason that I got so pissed off, and I'm getting more mad, not less. I'm not getting sweeter by the minute. I mean, I'm getting pissed off. And I need a huge tub of ice cream. But until that day, Romney has not done anything to come our way. He's done nothing to suggest he's somehow going to defend liberty or limited government. And without that change, how can Romney be so wonderful now if he hasn't changed any positions? And if he hasn't changed any positions and he's wonderful now, Rand Paul, then why didn't you just fucking endorse him instead of your father? Eliminate the middleman. Nothing has changed between Mitt Romney's positions and Ron Paul's positions. Rand Paul endorsed Ron Paul's positions, which could not be much more different than Mitt Romney's. This movement was supposed to be different. Rand Paul endorsed our fucking movement, not Mitt Romney's. So, why the fuck would Rand Paul, why would we endorse Mitt Romney, which apparently we don't agree with him on anything? There might be, let's say out of 100 issues, Rand Paul might agree with Mitt Romney on 20. Ron Paul probably agrees with Mitt Romney on maybe 5. And Mitt Romney hasn't come Rand Paul's way, and he certainly hasn't come Ron Paul's way. And no, an audit of the Fed bill does not give me a chubby. That doesn't do it for me, okay? That's bullshit. An audit. Oh my God. That's the answer. Oh boy, the Fed's running now. Who's going to do the audit? Audit. I like that, actually. That's perfect. Furthermore, what difference does it make if they do a fucking audit? So what if they do an audit? If they don't cut spending, if they're not going to end the wars, and they're not going to stop welfare redistribution or slow it down, then they can't afford to get rid of the Fed. So who cares? It's not going to lead to anything substantial. I mean, was Rand Paul really this cheap? I think at this point, I'm just willing to cut my losses. I'm willing to wipe my ass with my GOP card. And just say that I probably won't ever vote for Republican or Democrat ever again, period. I don't give a fuck who runs. I'm done with the polls as long as they are registered Republicans. Because this whole situation is a fucked up mess. And it's because they decided this stupid delegate strategy, this idea of taking the party over from within. And we all thought it was like so fucking brilliant. No, it's not. It's going to destroy not the Republican Party, it's going to destroy our movement. And that's what it's doing right now. And that was why this is why I was against it from the beginning. Well, I was kind of torn at first. I went sort of back and forth, but then as time went on, I kind of like, well, this is fucked up, because I knew we were trapping ourselves. And now you got to support the eventual nominee, knowing full well that I was never going to support their fucking nominee. I thought this movement was about intellectual honesty. Which is it? Are we Republicans? Are we not? Well, the platform used to be. Well, I don't give a fuck what the platform used to be. What is it today? And it's not even. It's not even about that. It's just, and then that is one part of it. The bigger fail, in my opinion, the worst part is the propaganda that I've been hearing from the campaign on this, misleading these people in the campaign, making them think that we somehow have this chance for victory. Misleading them, getting them all excited, and I have to come in there and make these posts and be the asshole to remind people that there's no way we can win at this point. It's not about winning the election this year. There are probably people who still think they can win. And I had to tell people, I had to go on the daily poll. I don't even post on there anymore because the people were just a bunch of nationalistic rah, that you can't say anything negative. Well, they're getting it negative now. But it's because of the way the campaign was sort of like glazed. Their eyes were like glazed over, and it was weird. It was like a headless monster. It was like the bottom of it was still moved. The body was still moving, but the head was being cut off. And it's just sort of meandering around with no head. Its head's lopped off, and the people have no idea. They can't see anything because they don't have a brain or a head, and they just let it go. And now we have a complete mess on our hands. What are we doing? Rand Paul endorses Mitt Romney. We've got these delegates who have been taught to think or told to think that somehow they're supposed to do some sort of fucking coup at the convention to get Ron Paul elected. Meanwhile, Rand Paul is ejecting before Ron Paul's even dropped out. Oh, this is screwed up. Well, I guess we should have known when we saw Rand Paul go to that Christian convention and kiss their ass and play the bigot card at a time like this. Yeah, that's what we should do. Let's debate gay marriage at a time like this. That's what we should do. Let's fall right into Obama's hands. Let's go that route. That's fucking smart, Rand. When I saw that, I knew. I was like, oh, fuck. Here we go into the bullshit. How can we fuck this campaign up? And he does it. And then it continues. Rand Paul going on TV talking about how, he agrees with Mitt Romney on so much. On what, asshole? What do you agree with him on? Well, we need less government. Well, Mitt Romney doesn't stand for less government, so fuck you. Fuck Rand Paul. Fuck Mitt Romney. And fuck Barack Obama. I don't care who they put up to vote for. I'm going to vote for whoever defends liberty. That's all I fucking care about. I don't care about names. I don't care about speeches. I don't care about what they say. All I care about is what they've done. And I'm going to vote for whoever defends liberty. That's it. Whoever defends limited government. I don't care about anything else. I don't care about names. I'm no longer a Ron Paul disciple. I'm no longer a Rand Paul disciple, which was never really the case. No, that's not true. Maybe it was. Well, I thought he could be amazing, but boy, did he sure fuck us over good. And no, it's not one of these things that I can sit here and wait and go, well, maybe he'll be right. No. Because if you can get Rand Paul to bed this easy, fuck, who knows? Why don't you just vote for Obama? What's the difference? What, Obamacare? Do we have to go into Obamacare and where that idea came from? I don't want to do it. I really don't. I don't have the energy. I shouldn't have to do this fucking video. I need some eye drops. My eyes are dry. So I guess that's all I can say at this point. It's just vote for liberty, vote for limited government. That's all we can really do. And I mean, this is just at the federal level. This is all this work we're doing. It's all about federal government. I'm not even sure that state government, state and local, isn't more of a lost cause. I mean, there's some pretty screwed up legislation out there, and I don't know. What we may be witnessing here is that what we seek can't be achieved through legislative means because we already have a democracy. We already have a pure democracy now, whether we like it or not. That's what we have. We have a pure, tyrannical democracy. And to me, a democracy is sort of like it's sort of like anarchy. Actually, it's like, or wait, it's anarchy through tyranny almost because, or wait, tyranny through anarchy or anarchy through tyranny. I don't know which way. Either way, because it's like there's no real set and strident laws against any one thing or another because they can ultimately change anything that they want easily because of activism, judicial activism. It's so easy now to change things, and of course, Congress doesn't take their job seriously. The president is treated like a king. The state and local governments, they deal with people, the American people, unfortunately, who are very clueless as to what's going on or how to defend liberty. So when you look around, I don't know. It doesn't matter. So anyways, this is just about Rand Paul. I don't want to get off on local governments. That's a depressing story, especially here in Oklahoma. But anyways, yeah, no positive news. I mean, it's pretty just fucked up all the way around. So let's just hope it all collapses. Let's go to war with Iran. Why not? I mean, shit, that might push it over quicker. I mean, at this point, what's the point? Matter of fact, why don't we just support the worst candidate from now on that will speed up the decline and hurry the collapse? There's something to think about because we don't do very good voting for the right candidate, so why don't we all just gather around the wrong candidate?